Hey everybody, welcome to the Outer Rim Rookie, a beginner's journey to join the 501st and Rebel Legion. My name is Rob Williams. Today I'm putting my Willrow Hood costume together and hopefully get it approved by the Rebel Legion. I'm going to go over a little bit of the costume standards, show you how I put it together, and give you a brief history on who is Willrow Hood. I'm really excited about this costume because I was involved in a Willrow Hood running of the hoods before, and it kind of gave me a little bit of an itch to get out there and run with the ice cream maker. 2024 is going to be a big year, I feel. I'm working on the Willrow Hood costume, working on a 10 Nun costume, and I'm working on the Big Rees costume. As I said, 2024, big year. So let's get to it. Let's talk about who's Willrow. Star Wars fans are well known to meticulously analyze the tiniest details, the briefest of moments, and weave intricate stories around every character and on-screen element. To many outsiders, this may be bizarre and obsessive, but to those who are in the know, it is like a secret handshake, a covert password that can create lifelong bonds and lasting memories. Willrow Hood is the truest example of this obsession. Willrow Hood appeared in The Empire Strikes Back for a total of 1.5 seconds. His moment came when Cloud City was being evacuated, and you could see a man in an orange jumpsuit running away with what looked like an ice cream maker. In 1995, his story and name were eventually built up through the Star Wars customizable card game. As the story goes, Willrow Hood was a Tabana gas miner who worked for the Aerofilter mining company based in Bespin. Hood was in charge of the department responsible for making deals with the Alliance and monitored the company's main computer. Eventually, an Imperial occupation force began to invade Cloud City. Hood knew that the discovery of the Aerofilter's main computer would lead to the discovery of the rebels' contacts kept within. He retrieved the computer's memory core and dumped it into a nearby waste disposal unit. The core was never found by the Empire, and the rebellion's contacts remained hidden. Hood was eventually arrested for sedition and tortured by the Empire. Despite this, though, he remained silent and was eventually released, becoming the unsung hero of the rebellion. Slowly over time, the lore of the Ice Cream Guy became greater and greater with fans. You can find him on trading cards, an action figure, comics, Lego video games, socks, fan art. But one of the most popular ways fans celebrated Willrow Hood is through the event called the Running of the Hoods. Originally beginning in 2012 by German 501st member Florian Weidmann, fans would grab an orange jumpsuit, black boots, big black hair, mustache, and an ice cream machine, and they would run their way through convention halls. The run has become a huge tradition and can be found in most major comic and sci-fi conventions. In my opinion, though, one of the most fascinating things about Willrow Hood is the man who portrayed him. For years, the actor who played Willrow was unknown, until just recently. In August of 2023, French YouTuber Nicolas Delage identified the actor as Egbert San, an Indian musician and actor who did extra work for many movies such as The Temple of Doom, Superman, Awakenings, and Octopussy. In Delage's video, he examines how he discovered Egbert's identity and even has a chat with two of his daughters. It is a great video, which I will add a link to below, as well as the 2011 video Asian Gracefully, which was a look into English care homes for Asian people. In this video, Egbert was one of the featured residents. However, this was filmed before his identity as a Star Wars extra was known at the time. Sadly, Egbert Sen passed away in 2019, unaware of the massive cult following surrounding Willrow Hood. Nevertheless, his legacy has brought immense pride to the Sen family. The tale of Willrow Hood began with a single, unknown man making the most of 2 seconds of screen time. Over the past decade, though, it has evolved into a tradition of fandom and camaraderie, with hundreds of people building a community that is truly unparalleled. All right, to start, you definitely need this. The orange jumpsuit. I did a video on this X-Wing pilot jumpsuit a while back. Check that out, links down below, but this is perfect. You need a Mandarin collar, which means it's a collar with no little folds here. It's just the one that goes right around the neck. All the right pockets in all the right places. Your X-Wing pilot jumpsuit should be perfect for this. especially if it's from Wampaware, because they've approved so many of those. You also need this pair of boots. Now, these boots just came in the mail. They used to be my friend Dan Veloso's. Shout out to Dan. These are boots you can typically wear with a TIE Fighter pilot. Dan wore these a while ago. They go up about halfway up the calf. They fit nice, although my calves are quite large. I've got some meaty calves, but as you can see, very well kept. When you put them on, you'll see it looks really nice. There's no zippers or anything like that. Some have a buckle, which I believe is okay, but keep it simple. And like I said, this one goes halfway up the calf. But there you go, boots in order. You need a comm pad. Now this comm pad I got from my friend Terry Chu from Panda Props and Costumes, link down below. Panda Props is always given a shout out in every episode because Terry does so much wonderful work for me and has helped me out so much with my past costumes. I got this comm pad from him. It is very well made. Now, as I was going through this stuff and getting my costume ready, I happened to discover I had a second. Really, I could have saved myself some money, but it's nice to have a second anyways. This one here, I must have gotten with the whole bunch of other Willrow Hood stuff, and I completely forgot about this. To be honest with you, I like the shape of Terry's better. This is super nice. It's nicely curved to go around the arm a little bit better, but this one's already painted, and I'm going to stick with this one here. But seriously, if you want a comm pad, hit up Terry at Panda Props and Costumes on Etsy. He makes some fantastic work. But for today, this one will be just as good, and it will go inside the sleeve, which I'll show you later. Thanks, Terry. You need code cylinders. 2 or 3 shall do. I just happen to have a plethora of code cylinders and a baby code cylinder. But like I said, you only need 2 or 3. I originally got these code cylinders from Hero Tex when I was purchasing the Neon jumpsuit and the parts for the belt, all that sort of stuff. It all came together, and I didn't think I needed it, so I just tucked it away. But then I found these ones as well, and this was part of the comm pad there that just had a collection of different stuff, so I forgot I had more. So now I'm happy I have 3. So I'll just put this one to the side in case of emergency or I lose one. And I've got myself 3 code cylinders, and we'll talk about where that goes in a second. You need a wig and mustache. You saw the wig in a second. I'll show you closer up about the wig. They are particular about the wig and mustache. This mustache here has a bit of a handlebar feel, and that goes perfectly for the actor who played Willrow Hood. And as you can see, the wig goes well too. It's the wig. I got this wig on Amazon, and it kind of slicks back just like the actor's hair. They are really kind of asking you not to go pompadour Elvis style, which is kind of like the other wig that I have. You probably saw me wearing this at a past video for the armor party. It kind of goes a little bit too much pompadour. It's a bit of a mess. I mean, I can get the sideburns in there, but it is a bit of a mess. I think it's fun, but it doesn't quite fit for the what we're really going for. So off this comes, and replace it with this. There we go. Make sure it's all styled. Oh, that's not right. All right, right in the middle. How's that looking? Give a little bit of sideburn there. The ears have to show, and sideburns down the side. Not mutton chops. They don't want mutton chops. Again, they're trying to avoid the Elvis look, but it does have to have a bit of an early 80s feel to it. So how's that? That's looking good. I'll fiddle around with it later, but there you go. I kind of like this. I got short hair, so it helps. It hides a lot of stuff. They also talked about the beard. They don't want a beard. Stubble's okay, and I had to shave a lot of this off because the mustache would not fit on. But put a mustache here in a second. I'll do that later. But they want clean shaven or at least light stubble. And I think I've got it. I think that's fine. I don't want to go completely clean shaven. I just don't want to do that. I like it this way. All right, so back to the stuff. So there's the mustache. And finally, the most important thing, the cam tono. This is super important. A lot of people are buying the original ice cream maker or one of many ice cream makers. The website does have a long list of actual ice cream makers that you can use. This one here was made again by my friend Terry Chu. He made it for another person in the garrison who passed it to another person in the garrison and eventually made it to my hands. The ice cream makers he has made have been approved, so I'm kind of crossing my fingers they will continue to improve it, because I don't want to go out and buy an actual ice cream maker, paint it, remove the engine. Too much stuff. But if this doesn't work, I'm hoping that this one will work. The Disneyland Cam Tono. This is the one straight from Disneyland Park. It looks just like the Camtona they had in The Mandalorian. However, that could be the problem because it does not look like the one from Empire Strikes Back. There's obviously a very big difference between the two. This one here looks more like the original, is much larger. This one here is smaller, and I'll give you the measurements in a second here. But I'm going to submit both and see if either one will be acceptable. And I'm going to ask them, can either one be acceptable? I looked on the forum, it hasn't been updated in a while. The forums are kind of hard to read. I could not find if this one here has been approved or not, if it's been accepted, since they've made it maybe a couple years ago. So again, I'm going to submit both, see if they'll accept both or either or neither, and cross my fingers and hope it's good. This is the thing that I think will stop me from getting approved, sadly. And if I'm not approved, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't want to have to hunt down an actual ice cream maker. Okay, so there's all the pieces. Let's put it all together. Let's put it on and see how it looks. All right, so here's the jumpsuit. All my stuff is right beside me. I'm gonna put it all on and see how it looks. Here we go. Okay, I think we're ready. Color cylinders, comp pad, sweet stash, slick back hair, a little bit of, we gotta get the sideburns there. There we go. Boots are on. Everything looks good, I think. Okay, let's take some pictures. All right, there it is, all done. Pictures taken, did the whole 360, took pictures of the Camtona, make sure it looks good. Now, I gotta send the pictures, and then hopefully soon, I don't think it'll be before Christmas. Christmas is about a week and a half away, but you never know. It could be a great Christmas present if I find out I am approved with my second Rebel costume. So I'll put pictures up on the Outer Rim Rookie Facebook site or the Instagram, and you can get a whole rundown of what the costume should look like. This has been a tough one to find, and the Rebel Legion, I love you guys, but it's really hard to follow your website some days and the forums. So it'd be great if it would be like the CRL and you could have an actual picture side by side to make sure you understand what it looks like. That's kind of what I'm hoping for Christmas from the Rebel Legion. Just a nice, easy to follow sheet and pictures to match. But I hope this helped you get your costume together. Now again, like I said, this is for the approvable costume. If you want to do a Willrow Hood, grab yourself an orange jumpsuit, black hair, mustache, the sillier the better, and just have fun with the run. It doesn't have to be approvable, but I kind of want to do that. I like counting all the costumes or so. I gotta get this mustache off. Ow! I'm gonna. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, armor and ice cream is built on hope. Bye.